Manchester United stars return home on 9-hour flight after US pre-season tour but are due to play in Norway in just 3 days. Manchester United stars return home from their pre-season tour of America. Jose Mourinho's squad looked jet-lagged at Manchester Airport after a grueling 9-hour flight from Maryland. Manchester United new boy Romelu Lukaku returns from the club's pre-season tour of America. Anthony Martial is the only Manchester United player not wearing the official tracksuit. Eric Bailly seems relaxed after learning he will miss the Super Cup clash against Real Madrid on August 8 in United's first Champions League group match. The defender was suspended for United's Europa League final win over Ajax last season for his red card against Celta Vigo in the semi-final, and has had his ban extended by UEFA. Hoods are up for Paul Pogba, Anthony Martial, Marouane Fellaini and Mourinho as they enter rainy Manchester. Romelu Lukaku, Jesse Lingard, Henrik Mkhitaryan, David De Gea and Marcos Rojo are also seen trudging through the airport. But Martial looks like a fish out of water without the full United tracksuit on, instead wearing a plain black t-shirt and white hoodie. No sooner are United returning home than they are jetting off again. Paul Pogba lumbers his suitcase through Manchester Airport. Eric Bailly looks relaxed despite learning UEFA have extended his ban to 3 games. Manchester United star Jesse Lingard trudges through the airport after his 9-hour flight. Jose Mourinho has his hood up and full Manchester United tracksuit on as he returns from the club's pre-season US tour. The Red Devils travel to Oslo, Norway for Sunday's match against Vålerenga, and face Sampdoria in Dublin on August 2 in their last pre-season fixture. United said goodbye to the US following their 1-0 Champions Cup defeat to Barcelona at FedEx Field. Marouane Fellaini has his hood up at the ready for the rainy Manchester weather. Romelu Lukaku has hit the ground running at Manchester United and scored in pre-season. Henrik Mkhitaryan drags his luggage through Manchester Airport. Paris Saint-Germain Targetner proved his worth to the Catalans by bagging the winning goal. The Brazil superstar, 25, could move to PSG in what would be a world record £195 million transfer this summer. And Mourinho believes it would be money well spent for the French giants. He said, "I always thought the problem is not what you pay for these kind of top players. I don't think the problem is what you pay for Pogba. I don't think the problem is going to pay crazy for him." But the United boss fumed at the rising cost of players he does not consider to be world-class. Manchester United keeper David De Gea returns with the rest of the squad despite uncertainty over his future. Manchester United defender Marcos Rojo looks tired after his 9-hour flight. Jose Mourinho stands by his car as he waits for his luggage to be returned to him. He added, "I think the problem is with the other group, which is a big group because players like Pogba, there is 1 or 2 big transfers like that per transfer window. The other ones are where you have 100 transfers in. For me that is the dangerous area of the market. Some clubs are paying or they don't buy because they don't accept the numbers that are now ruling the market, or to do it they have to go the same levels, and for me that's what worries me a little bit because now we speak about £30 million, £40 million, £50 million in such an easy way." Paul Pogba says he wants Manchester United to be as good as they were back in the day.